What's going on, guys? It's Darren here with TNT. Today we have a little bit different of a video for you guys, but I think it's going to be something you'll like. Some people probably won't, and we'll get some dislike buttons out of this, but we like it. It's our decision, and me and Morgan did something new. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so you've seen that Morgan and I haven't really been putting a lot of videos out there. To start off with, we had the 2021 Southeast Overlanders camping trip that was hosted in Townsend, Tennessee. For all of you guys that came out, thank you so much for supporting us. We did have just about 67 rigs there and about 150 people show up for the weekend and attendance to an event that Morgan and I hosted for the first time that we hope to do annually. So, like I said, this is going to be a little bit different of a video. We're going to talk about what's going on right now and what's going on in the future. So right now, Morgan and I have made a huge life decision. You guys have seen TNT, her build, her process, so let's do something new. I love the Tacoma. I will never diss anybody that has a Tacoma, but it was time to let the Tacoma go. So Morgan and I went in together and made the decision to get a 2021 Jeep Gladiator Mojave, which you'll see here in just a little bit. We're keeping it kind of hidden for now. We're going to tear apart TNT. So whenever we did this, we traded in TNT for the Mojave. Not quite sure what the name's going to be for the Gladiator yet. We might stick with TNT Overlander for a little while, but it's probably going to change again, as it just did recently. The recent name change was due to a few things, nothing crazy, but unfortunately there were a bunch of other people that got a similar name, so we kind of got rid of the underscores and just made it kind of original to us. So like I said, we're going to tear apart TNT because whenever we traded her in, they didn't want a lot of these things. So I got to sell these things to hopefully soon upgrade the Gladiator, and yeah, just go from there. I hope you guys like this decision. We drove the Mojave, loved the way that it drove, the suspension, everything, so that's the addition we got. Let's get to work. I have about 5 hours to tear this apart before the rain hits, so yeah, let's have some fun and cherish the memories that we've had with the Tacoma as we start our new adventure with the Gladiator. It's definitely going to be a new adventure. It's going to be a slow build process, but we're still going to get out, we're still going to adventure, we're still going to explore and just enjoy what we love doing. But some of these parts got to get sold first so that we can upgrade the Gladiator as soon as possible. So guys, to start off with, we're going to tear apart the back to the front. Kind of makes it easier for us to get everything out of the bed, everything out of the deck system, get the deck system out, get the tent off, get the awning off, and everything that goes along, and just work our way forward. So enjoy the time lapse, and we'll see you guys soon. Might stop a little bit in the time lapse to talk about a few things that we've noticed along the way that we struggled with, or we learned a few things about. Like I said, the Tacoma was a great truck. It honestly was a dream truck of mine, and then Jeep decided to bring out the Gladiator in 2020, and I wanted one ever since then, and we were finally able to do it. So this is still my dream truck. I still love her. Like I said earlier, I support everyone that has a Tacoma or a 4Runner. Toyota is still home to me. I'll still love them. I'll still wear their stuff and support them as much as I can, and it's just gonna be something new. So whenever you guys first started joining the channel, Morgan and I started getting into overlanding. We had the tent, we had the awning, and we had the roof rack, and that was it. We started packing all of our stuff in these totes, which we still have. So everything that's in the truck now is going to go back in these totes. After that, we did switch to the rigid multi-storage system that locks together, and I liked that system as well. So we're going to put some stuff in there. try to keep all this organized. So we're gonna travel like this probably again for a little while. Don't know how long. Like I said, the deck system does not fit in the new Gladiator, so we're gonna have to figure out a new storage solution, or maybe cut down on some of the things that we bring camping. We do bring a lot, so if we can cut it down, that'll be, you know, definitely best for sure. So for now, in the totes, in the rigid storage organizer they go, and we'll go from there. As we started to empty the deck system into the storage bins, we realized we had acquired a lot of camping accessories and need to cut back a little bit on the Gladiator build. So also guys, I forgot to mention, anytime you're going to take something apart to put it in storage or to sell it to somebody else, go ahead and label, you know, what all the parts go. Yeah, nowadays we can log online. Like if you buy a deck system used, you can log online, you can look up the installation manual and figure out where everything goes. But if it's labeled, it's gonna help them out. It's what I would want, it's what you would want. So let's just help each other out while we're doing this. So I got some baggies, I got a Sharpie, let's get the labeling. So, taking the deck system out, this has not even been in a year yet. This is everything that was under the deck system. Whenever we put the system in, it was clean, very, you know, I shined it up a little bit, made it look nice, and this is just absolutely disgusting. It's blowing my mind a little bit. We wash it out, we let it drain out the back of the tailgate in the truck. There's still a wet spot back in the corner on the passenger side and towards the cab. Don't know, you know, there's no water in it now, but you can tell it's definitely been wet recently, and it's not rained here in well over a day. So it's surprising me how bad this gets, you know, this disgusting. Maybe if you have a deck system, this is something to, you know, learn from, so that you can take it out every now and then. As you saw, it took me about 25 minutes to completely take the deck system out, and I can put it back in the pretty much exact same time. It took, you know, like I said earlier, whenever I first put it in, it only took me about an hour to take it out of the guy's truck that I got it from. He had it for 2 weeks, didn't like it, so I got it and it fit in. By the way, that is a 2016 to current model deck system. It does fit in the Gen 2 with no problems whatsoever. So I highly recommend, if you want to look on Facebook, see if there's any used ones out there, give it a shot and see what you can find. Alright guys, next we're working on the rack. We're going to take everything off of the rack. The rack itself is staying on the truck. It's going with TNT to the dealership. They did request to have the rack, so yeah, we will go from there. I need to get the quick fists off the back as well. I'll do that real quick before I forget those. So, and then we'll move to the rack. So, alright guys, hope you're enjoying the video. We'll see how long this actually takes us. I'm hoping it doesn't take us too long to strip her down. Maybe go to a car wash and get her cleaned up just a little bit so she's not disgusting getting dropped off. Alright guys, so the sides of the rack are finally empty. We knew it was almost time to pull this off, sand it down, respray it. Like I said, they wanted it, and they're gonna make it look new again, put it back on there and be good to go. Next up is the batwing awning and the CVT mount Shasta tent. Taking the batwing awning off was super easy with only 4 bolts. After that, I went to the CVT tent and waited on Morgan to come out and help me pull it off the truck. The last thing to take off big was the cab rack. We started on the driver's side, moved to the passenger side, and then Morgan helped me lift the solar panels off. We have everything off the rack, the deck system out, we have the fridge slide out, the ARB plug out. Just now took out the radio wiring, pretty much all the wiring so far. We have the Baja Designs ditch lights as well as the fog lights to take out, and yeah, we're pretty much done. I gotta get the main radio housing out as well. And then it's time to go give her a quick wash. The roof rack's also off. We got to get it's all undone. We just got to finish taking it all the way off and then get the solar panels off. So I think we're gonna get the roof rack up for sale. The mounts from Rego Fabrications for the ditch lights for sale. The deck system's gonna be for sale, and maybe a few other knickknacks that are Tacoma specific. But everything else we're gonna try to incorporate eventually into the Gladiator itself and build it, maybe not as much, but capable to where we can actually use it as a truck as well as an overland rig if we want to hit some light dirt roads. Ain't that right, babe?
Yep.
And she's packing up all the junk. There was a bunch of trash in here. I promise, Morgan, I will keep this truck clean.
I'll burn it if you don't.
You heard it from her. She'll burn it if I don't. All right, let's get back to work before it starts raining, or she's gonna take it, one or the other. Wow, she was dirty. It took 4 hours to get everything off except for the bumper, the winch, and the bed rack, which is all getting taken to the dealership today with TNT. It's gonna be a sad drive goodbye. We're definitely gonna miss her. Like I said before, I love the Tacoma. I just wanted something that I also liked, which was the Gladiator. A lot of in-depth thought went into it, and we made a good decision. So stick around here in just a second. We're gonna do a short drive, give it a car wash, show you the Gladiator, and go from there. So can't wait to see you guys on the trail soon with the Gladiator. As we finished taking everything apart, we took a few more moments to look at some of the accessories and upgrades that we had done to the Tacoma before driving to the dealership. At the dealership, it was a sad goodbye, but stay tuned to see the new Jeep Gladiator Mojave in the